my satellite had gotten askew, but I have a story. I have it right here. I've got official documents in my hands from higher sources. Okay. Did you know this whole time that we have been watching politics and stuff on TV, did you know that Hillary Clinton is really a man? I've got documents and photographs to support that theory.
You mean to tell me Hillary Clinton has a ding-dong and a schlong between her legs? And you told me it's a real story. See, here's the problem. I believe you. I have the same documents, and it is from higher sources. And by higher sources, I mean like, whoa, this is, wow, really high sources. I mean, higher than a kite sources. But anyway, go on with your story. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, these documents and these photographs right here in my chubby little fingers have come from like FBI, CIA. Apparently, they have photographs of her standing at a urinal, urinating, and she's not using that little female funnel. She's actually got a ding dong down there, and it was quite impressive, if I do say so myself.
I mean, how impressive are we talking here? 3, 4 inches? 5? Not so sure.
We're talking porn star impressive here. We're talking like 10 plus inches. Yeah, she is very gifted. No wonder Bill Clinton always had a smile on his face.
Ah, I see. And, you know, I'm really reading this FBI file here. And the CIA one, oh, man, they're really ripping her a new one, that's for sure. And here, look at this one. You hear this one? Oh, this is NSA right there. And the proverb here reads, what? The First Lady actually attended the men's room on October the 5th, 1995. Suspicious behavior has been heard from inside the stall as she came out and putting on a big bulge between her legs. Now, this guys, this is what I'm talking about here. I mean, really high sources, really, really high sources. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. This is madness. The woman turned out to be a man. You know, like that old DMC song, "Dude looks like a lady." Well, not in her case.
But, Rob, that story is not as impressive as this one that I'm holding in my hands right here. This is an official document where today, I was just walking through the mall, and this is a police report, so it's got to be official. Today, I was walking through the mall, and I was viciously attacked by 14 Amish guys. And this happened in the mall up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Sears store is closing there, and I was reaching for some stuff, and it was in a bin, a box, you know, just random stuff in there. And this Amish guy came up, and he slaps me in the hand and says, "No, this is mine." I said, "What? What? Mine." What? Then he pushes me away, and I push him back. Okay, then 13 other Amish guys come to his defense. And let me tell you, out of those 14, I was able to take out 12 by myself. The other 2 kind of stood there, and they eventually just kind of ran away at the sight of the carnage.
Wow. Now, when you sent me that police report, I honestly thought that you were in trouble. It turns out you actually ended up being the hero somehow in this. I mean, I don't want to ruin the story. Why don't you continue on and tell them exactly how you became the hero on taking out 14, and I quote 14, well, actually 12 plus 2 who didn't do anything, Amish guys who actually said mine. It started with the word mine. Oh my God. Look at this. The cop here says, yeah, well, you know, when approached the gentleman by the name of Buffalo Tool, he said that the gentleman said it's mine, between two parentheses. Oh my God.
It must be an official document if it's a police report. Actually, what we were fighting over was a hammer. It was a hammer. They must have been getting ready to do some roofing or something, or nailing, or I don't know, hit each other, maybe using the hammer as sexual techniques. I don't know. But there was one hammer left, and they wanted it, and I wanted it, and we got into a big scuffle there. I ended up throwing one of the guys, just picking him up, and I threw him into this empty shelving unit that was up against the wall, and he kind of bounced down, fell down, and he laid there. Then another guy came at me. I picked him by the suspenders, and I flung him over towards the lawnmowers. Police were called. Police came in, but luckily I know some of the cops up there in Fort Wayne, and they're my cop buddies, and they kind of just asked me what happened. I told them, and they said that a few of these Amish guys that were in that group there that were all mangled up and, you know, they were well beaten, have been wanted by the police for a while for heinous crimes against animals, and they ended up arresting them, so I became a hero for apprehending some people that had warrants, and then they gave me a key to the city.
You know, always your stories end with the keys of the city. You know, how many keys do you have so far, Buffalo Tool? Really, I'm impressed. If there's anybody that has keys of the city, how many cities do you have the keys of?
Well, Rob, if you can hear, I'm jingling them right here. Let me count them up real quick. Let's see. There's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Medill, Oklahoma. Then there was that little, remember that little incident over there in the casino where I picked the pickup truck and threw it through the front doors. There's that one. That makes 3. Then there was Dallas, Texas. Then there was Fort Worth, Texas. There was Texarkana, Texas. And then I think I had a little scuffle in Little Rock. Okay. And then I came up through Terre Haute, Indiana. There's that one. My hometown of Marion. There's that one right there. And then this one was a little dinky town gas station. I can't quite remember where the town was. It was out in the middle of nowhere. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 keys to 10 different cities.
Wow, that's a lot of keys. That is a lot of keys. I'm pretty sure Alicia Keys would be very, very jealous of you. See, I never understood this with Alicia Keys, specifically Alicia Keys. Her name is Alicia, she plays the keys, and her last name is Keys. And I don't think she has the keys of any city like you do. So what's up with that? Really? I mean, pardon the pun, but Alicia Keys should be named Alicia, what, not Keys? I don't know. But anyway, speaking of, I think you mentioned earlier today that the special guest is sitting in the green room. I believe they have what they requested, a bowl of what was it, Skittles. Skittles filled up in an entire helmet from the Miami Dolphins, just as they requested, and I think they're sitting in there. Buffalo Tool. So, what is the special guest's status, sir?
Okay, the special guests have exited the green room and they've made their way to the studios. I did warn them, though, that any dead hookers left in the green room is going to result in a penalty. They're going to have to clean that mess up. So hopefully there's no dead hookers in the green room this time. The carpets have been cleaned every week because every week we always find at least one maybe 2 dead hookers. So I don't know what's going on in the green room after you and I leave. That's entirely, but we've got security cameras in there, so we'll find out one of these days when we decide to take the time to review the surveillance tapes. But in the Rob Brain Studios tonight, we have the 1947 California Cupcake Company. Local musicians, amateur musicians, semi-professional, professional, whatever you want to rate them. We've got the 2 individuals. They're very, 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 very good at what they do. And they are spot on with the music. So, without further ado, we have the 1947 California Cupcake Company.
You gotta cut loose on my juicy juice. You gotta go down every now and again. We could all use some head. You gotta go down. You gotta learn to get it up every once in a while. We could all use a little bit of service with a smile, but you gotta go down. Yeah, 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 you gotta go down. You gotta be quick on my big and thick. You gotta go down. Every now and again, we could all use a hand. You gotta go down. Don't you worry about the mess. We can always dry clean that dress, but you gotta go down. Yeah, 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 you gotta go down. Gotta cut loose on my juicy juice. You gotta go down. Every now and again, we could all use some head. You gotta go down, 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 down. You gotta learn to get it up every once in a while. We could all use a little bit of service with a smile, but you gotta go down.
Wow, that was completely awesome. That was awesome. I am so proud of this guest. Absolutely, yes. You know what, folks? You're in for a treat. Really, you are. Now that we have a really live musical guest, I think it's time for us to take some questions, wouldn't you think? Buffalo Tool, what was the name of that? I mean, that's a very long name. I wonder where they got the name. So, without further ado, please, gentlemen, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Delicious J.
And I am Blind Lemon Pie.
And we'd just like to know who filled our M&M helmet with Skittles in the green room. That was wrong.
Oh, my apologies, indeed. Computer check! Computer check! That's on you. You're the producer.
That's right. They requested M&Ms, not Skittles. The executive producer, she's always on fleek, if I may use that term without permission. But every once in a while, we all make a little mistake here and there. So, yes, we will get that corrected ASAP. We do have a intern in the studio. Sometimes they make a mistake. So, intern, get these guys some M&Ms. Get rid of those Skittles.
When you go in to fix that, mind the hooker. She was mostly alive when we left.
Again with the hooker? Jesus Christ, no. This is an issue. An issue. All right. So, the name. 1947 Cupcake Company. Where did you guys come up with such a funny name? It's a funny name. And to be honest with you, it's quite a long name and I love it. Just wondering, what inspired you two to come up with that name?
Well, what happened was we were in a battle of the bands at a college that I attended. This is Delicious J once again. We were going to a battle of the bands at my college, and we had to have a name for the entry form. We just been going around for a couple of years playing random songs in the back of Blind Lemon Pie's truck. And we couldn't come up with a band name, and we were working on this entry form all night, and there was a band in the 60s called the 1910 Fruit Gum Company that served as a basis and an inspiration a little bit. I thought for some reason they were called the 1910 Ohio Fruit Gum Company, which was wrong, but inspired our band name. 1947 we drew out of a hat. California, because it sounded exotic, so we went that direction. Originally it was going to be Fruit Cup, because they were fruit gum. We thought we'd be Fruit Cup. Then we realized we were just two guys going to be standing on a stage calling ourselves Fruit Cups, and it probably didn't look good or sound good, and it probably was not the key to the pussy wagon we hoped to be driving shortly thereafter. So we were in Blind Lemon Pie's dorm at the time, potentially under the mind-altering effects of certain chemical substances, watching Yellow Submarine, as you do in that state. And there's a scene where Ringo runs across a bridge and yells, "Look, everyone, unidentified flying cupcakes." And we were like, "Cupcakes, that's it. That doesn't make us sound gay at all."
Really? So the cupcakes are not going to make you sound gay. All right. Well, oh man, I love the sense of humor. Really, you guys have a very good sense of humor. You sound great, amazing. Really, you do. Love the harmonies on "You Gotta Get Down." So, I mean, okay. So you guys have got into the band, the Battle of the Bands, and did you win that night? By the way.
We did not even come close.
Wow, you didn't even come close to that. That's okay. Well, fair enough. So, what was it on from there? I mean, how did you guys? Did you guys like? Of course, you went professional. I'm assuming.
Semi-professional, yes. We've played, gosh, everywhere. We've been working together now for 21 years. We started in 1997, so we've played a little bit everywhere. We've played festivals all over Indiana and Ohio. We've played small bars, big stages. We've played coffee shops. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster.
Right. So you've done a lot of venues, understandably so. So now going through the years, since you guys have been together for a while, sometime. So, what would you consider the weirdest venue you've ever performed in? You know, was it like I don't know, a biker bar, probably? What would you consider the weirdest by far place that you've actually went there and performed?
We got invited to play this place. I didn't know anything about it. Blind Lemon Pie called me up and said, "Hey, we got invited to play this gig at this bar on the south side of Fort Wayne that we'd never heard of before. Neither of us had ever been inside it. We got there, and it was pretty clear we were the first white guys to have walked in there since segregation. And it was a really weird vibe. There was another band on stage when we showed up, and they were finishing, and then it was going to be our turn. And we had no idea what to play. And I was like, do we just do Temptations covers? I don't know what to do, man. I want to play to this audience. I'm very concerned and confused, and I don't know what's going to happen here. And we started off on that track playing like what we thought they wanted to hear or what we thought we could use to appeal. And it ended up going a whole lot better when we just started playing our own music, and lesson learned there, because yeah, we just learned to be ourselves, and it went really well after that. They loved us.
Well, that's interesting. Now, I'm assuming you probably have been kicked out by certain places. If you ever go a little raunchy, have you ever been kicked out from a certain bar or a certain venue?
The weirdest thing we ever got kicked out for, and weirdest place we ever got kicked out of, we played just randomly. He took his guitar in, and we were sitting in a booth at a Steak and Shake one night, and we played for about 2 hours, and we played the raunchiest set list you can imagine. We got kicked out for playing Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky.
Is there any chance maybe we can ask you to perform that once again?
I mean, are you going to kick us off?
Oh, hell no. Not on the Brain Tool Show. On the Brain Tool Show, oh, the sinners are saints. So go ahead, sir. And the other sir. And yeah, gentlemen, rock and roll. Full throttle. Pedal to the metal. I don't know how else I can say it. Get naked and bad with yourself. Well, don't get naked, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I just want to give a warning to any of our listeners who may be listening in a Steak and Shake. Apparently, they really hate this song. Blind Lemon Pie is furiously scribbling notes to himself on how to work this guitar part. Give us just a moment. Actually, can I say something real quick to our Amish listeners that may have been offended by the first story of Buffalo Tool beating up all the Amish people? If I can say something to your Amish listeners, why are you on a cell phone CB radio app? You're going to hell.
Oh, yeah, they're going to hell, all right. In a handbasket, too. Handbasket, I meant to say a wicker one.
Maybe they work for Verizon. Can you hear me now? Good, Jebediah.
I like the music. I want to hear some more.
All right, here is the 1947 California Cupcake Company's Spirit in the Sky by not the 1947 California Cupcake Company. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When they lay me down to die, going up to the Spirit in the sky, going up to the Spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. So that's what got kicked us out of Steak and Shake. I'm not really sure why.
Well, I can see probably why, but we're not going to explore that. So you guys have a lot of originals, I'm assuming, and of course you've done covers because traveling musicians, you have to do what's best. In your humble opinion, all right, Delicious J and then Blind Lemon Pie. Each of you are individuals, of course, who grew up around music, and of course there are a lot of influences there. I'm just curious as to what influenced you individually, and then as a band, how did you model yourself after?
Yeah, this is Blind Lemon Pie. Influences, I think they're going to a lot of them kind of match up. We started off in this metal band together, doing a lot of, what was it that who was it that we played?
Metallica and Iron Maiden.
Oh my God, yes, Metallica, lots of Metallica and lots of Iron Maiden. But then after that, that's kind of also how we met, and then we just started hanging out afterwards and realized that we got a lot of the same influences. For me, it was a lot of, I was raised on like a lot of 60s rock from my dad, tons of Beatles, lots of Simon and Garfunkel. I'm trying to think of what else. For me, I also listen to a lot of other random bands. And then there's a guy around Indiana that plays that I absolutely love named Michael Kelsey, and that guy's a huge, huge, huge influence for me.
Well, I see. Okay. So, Delicious J, any particular band or artist you would say that would be your go-to influence?
Hey, I'm gonna pass this off to Delicious J. Hopefully, there's not a lot of repeats.
So when I was a kid, like, my parents piped music into my crib, I think, and it was the Mamas and the Papas, Herman's Hermits, Simon and Garfunkel, the Beatles, Tommy James and the Shondells. That's the stuff that I grew up listening to from a very young age, and it's my favorite stuff to sing and cover even to this day. It's just so much fun.
No, I mean, I understand there's similarities, but, occasionally one would listen to something a little different. But, like I, for one, I'm big on jazz. And since I was a child, I was big on jazz. And by jazz, I'm talking all sorts of type of jazz, bebop, classical, and I like classical music, of course, and, a classic rock that comes with it. So, and if you were to ask me a particular influence, let's say on music, I would probably look at you like, I listen to everything, But so you guys have been heavily influenced with the '60s, if I'm not mistaken. I see the what's the word I'm looking for? The common denominator between you two, and that's a cool thing that you guys think alike and do that. And having said that, if you were to play a cover at this very moment, what song would you guys go for? Your very favorite, both of you, that you would agree to say, oh, yeah, definitely, we're going to cover this particular band or this particular song. What would that be? And do you mind playing it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, we'll just play it. If you want to, it's absolutely a classic. It'll go back to our kind of 60s, 70s. Are you good? 60s and 70s kind of roots. Are you okay if we just go ahead and play that?
Oh, absolutely. Please.
Baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right here. Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're out of sight, yeah, show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what we've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Girl, you got me blinded. Oh, pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what we've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Whoa, whoa. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know why? just be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
All right, dang, I can't even key up in this room and say hi to nobody.
Because you're on the show. Hey, good job. I like that song.
Hi there, Skid. Welcome to the Brain Tool Show, the only show that allows you to contact and actually interact with both the guests and the hosts alike. Hey, you know what? Let's take a moment there for a step. Let's just stop for just a second. I'd like to remind everybody that they're listening to the Brain Tool Show live and direct. We have our special guest here, the 1947 California Cupcake Company. This is our special guest. It's a musical guest. Yes, they are a band and they played. And believe it or not, you're listening to them live and direct. They're here in our studios. If you like what you're listening to, again, you can be a part of the show. All you have to do is download Zello app. And then once you download the Zello app, put in channel search, CB Radio Drama Free. This is our home channel, CB Radio Drama Free, that we broadcast directly from it, and we're on 24 hours a day. So you always make a friend in here. We're a group of good people, and exclusively on the CB Radio Network. Yes, So, having said that, the 1947 California Cupcake Company. All right. So, that was so 1970s. I see where your influence comes from. I wonder if you were to play something from the 80s, what would it be?
Hello there, Skid.
I don't know. We've got some Prince we could do. There's Aha. I'm trying to think. I think there's some Michael Jackson in there somewhere.
Do some Prince.
And Tilly has requested Prince. And how many of you have ever heard an acoustic version of Britney Spears? That was just awesome. That's a round of applause from everybody in the room towards that.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Britney Spears can't play an acoustic version of Britney Spears.
Can Britney Spears even spell the word acoustic?
I don't know. Can she spell Britney Spears?
I don't know. Hillary can spell part of acoustic.
All right. So, 1947 California Cupcake Company. You have a request. I believe Prince is what was requested here. And so, tune up your guitar and bring on the best of you. Or should I say, hey, wait a minute. Can we actually say this, the artist formerly known as Prince? Because really, the guy died. So, that would fit too, wouldn't it?
All right, we will play some artists that used to be known as the Symbol, formerly known as the artist, known as Prince, but he's dead now, so he's not any of those things.
Formerly was Prince.
Currently known as Worm Food.
You don't have to be beautiful. Turn me on. I just need your body, baby. From dusk till dawn. Don't need experience to turn me out now. You just leave it all up to me. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. You don't have to watch Dynasty. I haven't had it too. Just leave all up to me. My love will be your food. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool. You're my world. Ain't no particular sign. I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know what? Hang on 1 second. 1 second. I have to do this. And let me stand up. Yep, standing ovation here. Okay, here we go. And yes, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. Now, we've known a lot about the 1947 California Cupcake Company, but we don't know how to get to promote. This is, we would love to know how to, buy your products, aka sound.
Lame as it sounds, the best way to find us is on Facebook, because that's just kind of the platform everyone's on. It's facebook.com/the1947 California Cupcake Company. Got to have the in there. You don't want to confuse us with the other 1947 California Cupcake Company. We're also, I believe we're on Bandcamp, but I think it's a live album of us doing the Sgt. Pepper's album front to back. There's YouTube. We do have a few videos up on YouTube. At one point we were talking about putting up like videos every week, and then life is a thing that got in the way. So the best way to find us, honestly, is Facebook, lame as that is. But we don't play a ton of shows anymore because between the two of us we have like 7 kids, not together. There's only one we adopted together. The rest are outside.
And
we do have 2 albums we've put out in our illustrious years. There was our first album called Greatest Hits Volume 1, because we were unbelievably optimistic. And then we had an untitled second album, but it's got a little Connect the Dots of a cupcake on the front of it, so we call it Connect the Dots.
Platform.
I think the best way probably is to get a hold of us through Facebook. Facebook's the most reliable way.
I think it's time for us to actually have the fans talk to you. So, Buffalo Tool, you care to ask anything?
Well, I've known these fine gentlemen for many years, and they are extremely talented, and they work very well together. I've seen them live and direct. I've seen them perform. I've seen them behind closed doors. Kind of like, I'm not like a groupie sort of thing, but I've seen them, and I mean, now I know there's a certain individual that kind of help them get started, and I know you guys know who I'm talking about. He used to own a local venue here in my hometown, our hometown, if you may want to call it that. I know you guys used to play down there frequently. Isn't there like a story behind like a courthouse square something story that I've heard rumor of?
That's actually where that gentleman, who I'm guessing shall remain nameless, first saw us. We've been playing together at that point for maybe 5 or 6 years, but we were just kind of standing on the courthouse square in the town where I grew up, busking. We had the guitar case out, and we were just kind of playing requests for passersby or playing at cars that were driving past, and he was opening his bar right there on the square, not more than a block from where we were standing, and he was working on stuff, getting things ready, and he said, "Can you guys play In My Life by the Beatles? Because it's my absolute favorite song of all time." And we both adore the Beatles and knew the song immediately. We're like, "Yeah, we can play that." and we played it for him right there on the street corner, as I assume we're about to play for you here momentarily. And on the spot, he was like, "Okay, well, my opening night's in 2 months, and you're the band that's going to play there that night." And we did, and we actually played. We were the first band to play there that night.
You were the first guy to get banned from that.
I was the first guy ever to get kicked off his stage in a semi-permanent ban for apparently requesting fellatio from his daughter.
I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly what it was. That's what he said I did. It sounds like me. I was eventually allowed back in, and we were eventually the last band to play there the night they closed down for good. They had us come back and play the final set at that bar. So
They didn't know they were going to close, though.
we had a long and storied history with that place.
Oh, that sounds like, how should I put it? One of those high-low moments. You know, you reached he sought you out, he brought you in. You guys, obviously, he helped your career a little bit there, and then, unfortunately, the final night and you guys were there and played the final set, and that just kind of, you opened and you closed for him. I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, it's just like you opened for him and then you closed. I mean, there had to be a mix of emotions there.
Oh, I missed the place terribly. It was the most fun place to play in that town, I think, for a very long time.
We were able to experiment there, do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he allowed us kind of free reign of his stage, as long as I didn't request fellatio from his daughter. I could do pretty much everything I wanted.
Played Sgt. Pepper.
We played anything we wanted there. We did the Sgt. Pepper, the live album that I think is on Bandcamp, was recorded in that bar. It was it for Lennon's 70th birthday, or what would have been John Lennon's 70th birthday? We went in as a 2-man acoustic band and played the entire Sgt. Pepper album live. Just me and Blind Lemon Pie and a guitar,
20 kazoos.
and about 20 kazoos we handed out to the audience for backup on Within You Without You, because that song just has a weird sitar line. Yeah, we loved that place. They gave us a ton of freedom to go in and experiment. A lot of nights they gave us a couch to sleep on in the front of the front window, because it was 4 a.m. when we were done hosting their open mic, and we got tired and didn't want to drive home. I missed the hell out of that place. It was great.
Okay, I've got a couple of requests here. Well, questions, I should say. There's one question that here online here. Was his daughter hot? At least, was she worth it? With your special request from his daughter. Was she a hottie or was she a naughty?
She was 12. I don't remember doing this. I really don't.
Oh my, 12. Well, I can see why you wouldn't remember this.
I did drink a lot on that stage. So, I mean, it's possible I said things I don't remember.
Well, if you were 11 at the time, I suppose that'd be okay.
I was like 25.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I was just trying to throw you a life preserver.
And good morning there, Fornicate, and welcome to CB Radio Drama Free's special edition of the Brain Tool Show, where we have the 1947 California Cupcake Company live and direct from our studios, talking about their career and playing requests from the audience. So, that being said, text in your requests, and here in the messenger board of the CB Radio Drama Free Room. And I believe there, Delicious J, there was one song that you said that kind of started it all off for you with the owner of that venue. I believe that was called In My Life by the Beatles.
Yes, that is one of Blind Lemon Pie's and I's favorite songs, and it's the song that got us hired for that first gig at that bar.
Well, I'm sure the audience awaits. Would you like to sing a portion of that song, please? Just to kind of give us an idea of what got your whole career off to a jump start.
Absolutely. Here we go.
There are places I remember all my life. Some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all.
That is good.
That's right. Only the good stuff here on CB Radio Drama Free, especially on the Brain Tool Show. So, having said that, you guys clearly have a good sense of humor, and the name says it all, really. The music is spot on. Everything is right about you. I wonder if we can stump you today. I mean, you guys are good. So, how do you stump a musician? Buffalo Tool, do you have any particular ideas? I'm getting an evil one here.
Why, yes. Rob, I've always got a bad idea for the show. Now, what we would like to do is ask the audience out there, our listeners, to request a particular subject that they could sing about with a famous tune behind it. I'm sure you kind of catch my drift there, Rob.
Yeah, I was thinking something along the line of here. Let me make this hard for them. Let's give them an example. Devo, Whip It Good. Okay, that's the song. The topic. How about dildos? There we go. You can tell I'm fascinated with dildos. So dildos with Devo, Whip It Good. Take it away, boys.
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand the rules of the contest here. We're coming up with a song in the style of Devo Whip It, or like kind of parodying Whip It by Devo, that is all about dildos. Am I correct?
Spot on, yes, sir. You got to use the same notations of Devo Whip It Good, only the words you guys are going to have to come up with the topic, and the topic is dildos.
All right, he's working out the guitar part, and I think are we ready to go, man? Let's do this.
Yes, there you go.
All right, so okay. Big purple dick, give the head a lick. When a problem comes along, you must slip it. Slip it in. Ooh, make it hurt. Give it a shake. Ooh, now I'm awake.
While we're waiting, let's see if there's any other requests. That's okay, guys. Now this is your chance. This is the chance for you, the participant, aka listener, to make any requests. It could be a topic, it could be a song, and let's see if we can stump those chumps.
I know for a fact Tilly is listening, and Tilly always has a good question and or request.
You notice something funny? You notice something I heard? I could have sworn I heard. You know who's listening in on us? Buffalo Tool. Hey, did you hear him? He was on here earlier, and that was Pablo. Senor Pablo was listening. He likes the music. He said. I wonder if Pablo. Hey Pablo, are you listening? Senor Pablo, are you listening to us?
Jess, I'm listening.
Okay, Senor Pablo, let's see. What song do you like, and what topic would you like him to play with?
Oh, I was thinking, I hear someone earlier, they were mentioning some Eminem. I thought they were talking about the candies, but then I find out there's this rapper, his name is Eminem. He's not so sweet like the candies, but it would be nice if, yes, they can. Do they have any Eminem songs that we can listen to?
Okay. Okay, so Eminem songs. And the topic will be what? About M&M's too? M&M's candy?
Oh no, I know that they have some. I like Eminem, the rapper. He's very talented, and I know these guys, they are equally talented, and I know that maybe somewhere in there they have an Eminem song, and I don't mean the chocolate covered peanuts. No, I mean the real, like the Slim Shady guy. You know, stand up, please stand up, kind of guy.
Okay, so all right. So you requested M&Ms. You know what? I'm going to request the topic in this case, since you requested the M&Ms. The topic will be about Skittles. Singing M&Ms about Skittles. When they come back after they perform their first song. Well, I can't believe it. This is going to be funny. All right, let's see how that works out. M&Ms and Skittles.
All right, M&Ms and Skittles. We can do this, I think. We can definitely do a song, an M&M's style song about candy. So we will. We've actually got the perfect song already. It's not quite about Skittles, but it is about candy, bubblegum to be specific. Could we play that one?
Oh, sure, of course. If you. If you can fit the word Skittles in there, I think it will fit perfect. Don't you see the irony? M&M's and Skittles. I don't know why I find it hilarious. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Play whatever you want.
All right, this is actually a 1947 California Cupcake Company original. You can find it on YouTube. I'm plugging my shit right now. This is awesome. Okay. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd grows so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. It's over now. Everybody's... Shit, he talks really fast, man, and it makes my throat hurt. And I run out of breath, so I was like, okay, Ramon, we can't quite cover Eminem. I mean, Blind Lemon Pie. We can't quite cover Eminem. I kind of look like I ate Eminem. Y'all can't see that joke. It's on the radio. But it's okay. it'll be all right. So we wrote our own rap song, kind of inspired by Eminem. And this is called Bacon Flavored Gumballs. And as with all of our songs, this one's for the ladies. Here we go. So I was walking through the mall, chilling with my homies, when I got a hankering for some bologna. Came to a gumball stand, and what did I see? 480 flavors staring back at me. It was gum that tasted like popcorn, rice-a-roni, and even beer, but none that tasted like fresh bologna. Then I thought of something that sounded even better than that. A nice side of bacon with a little bit of fat. So I searched high and I searched low. I had a couple quarters, I was ready to go. I wanted a gumball that tasted like meat, like pork, sliced thin with a little bit of heat. I want a bacon, whoa, flavored, whoa, gumball, yeah, 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 a bacon, whoa, flavored, whoa, gumball, yeah, yeah, yeah. At my friends all broken hearted, they said let's go, so we departed. But as I walked away, I noticed something keen, a telephone number on the side of the machine. I picked up my cell phone and I gave it a call. I heard, thank you for calling 1-800-GUMBALL. Talking to the girlie on the end of my line, she's like, I'm sorry, but we don't make bacon flavor at this time. Come on, baby girl, you got what I need. She said, we don't make gumballs that taste like meat. I want a bacon, whoa, flavored, whoa, gumball, yeah, 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 a bacon, whoa, flavored, whoa, gumball. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, good gracious, Skittles are bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience, looking for the right time to flash them G's, looking for the right time to flash them keys, and I'm leaving, please believe in me and the best of my heathens. Check it, got it locked at the top of the full season, penthouse rooftop birds I'm feeding, not teasing, nothing in my sleeve, not leaving. I want you to get up on the dance floor, give that man what he asking for. I feel like busting loose and I feel like touching you. Can't nobody stop the juice, so baby tell me what's the use. I said it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I think I'm gonna eat some Skittles. It's getting hot in here, so eat all of your Skittles. I am getting so hot, bitch, give me my Skittles. With a little bit of yellow and green ones too, and a little bit of, I really like the purple ones. They made the green ones taste like green apples. Bullshit. Yeah. Gumball, bacon, gumball, bacon. Maybe a little Skittle. So after hours of talking and yelling and cussing, she said, come on, man, stop all that fussing. I'll talk to my boss and I'll see about making a special gumball that tastes like bacon. So they sent me a case. I had my first taste. I'm like,
There's the fart.
don't nobody want a bacon
No.
flavored
Nah, man.
gumball.
Hell no. It's
No.
nasty. No.
A bacon
No.
flavored
No.
gumball.
No.
Bacon flavor flavor.
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was killer. Killer. Oh my God. You know, you two are just the perfect team up, really, to our show. Absolutely. The 1947 California Cupcake Company. Oh boy, the laughter just doesn't stop here, man. It just doesn't stop. Really. I mean, you guys. Oh my word. All right. So now Now we're going to open the mics to our listeners, as we said. And, I hope somebody would key up and make some requests. Like we said, pick a song and pick a topic. And let's see if these two boys can actually be stumped.
Let me tell you a little short story here. Mr. Blind Lemon Pie, at the time that they wrote this song, sent me a container with bacon-flavored gumballs. Actually, bacon-flavored gumballs. He sent it in the mail. I picked it up out of the mailbox, took it inside, said, what's this? Opened it up. Oh, and the container, it was like if I recall correctly, it was like remember those old Band-Aid containers, the little metal can, you pop the lid on the top and the Band-Aids were inside. They were bacon-flavored gumballs. I popped one in my mouth, I chewed it for about 5 minutes, and I go, it's a gumball. It tastes like bacon. After about 5 minutes, that's all I could handle. This is better served at breakfast.
That's funny. I didn't even think they do exist. So to be honest with you, I'm a little bit shocked to know that there was a real bacon tasting gumball. Oh my word. Right. So, any requests, please, do key up and do let us know if you want to hear a particular song with different lyrics, by all means, or if you actually want to hear a song of your favorite, please, you got the 1947 California Cupcake Company here live and direct on CB Radio Drama Free exclusively on the Zello Network, and might I add, only on the Brain Tool Show. So, if you guys have any requests, here's your chance. Please, by all means, you can ask them any questions. You can ask them any requests. You can do whatever you want. These guys are here for your entertainment, and believe it or not, they're delivering more than we anticipated.
How about Led Zeppelin or Black Dog? Subject, Corkscrews.
And Buick Skylark comes through with the song and the subject. Yes, sir. Mr. Buick Skylark is a CB Radio Drama Free ROC member, I believe, and he is coming through with a request. So, Mr. Cupcake Company, can you follow through with that request?
We're Blind Lemon Pie is furiously trying to figure out the chords there. He's messing around on the guitar. The bacon flavored gumball thing is actually a true story. If I can regale you with a tale for just a moment, we were walking around a mall here locally, and they had one of those gigantic gumball machines, and the conversation was sparked about the fact they don't have any ones that taste like meat, and it became a whole thing. And the next thing you know, we wrote a rap song about it, as strange as that is. So, but he is trying to figure out the notation here for Black Dog, and I am trying to come up with all the weird corkscrew puns that I can. Gonna try to find a way to incorporate a big purple dick into this song, because that's kind of my trademark right now. Let's see what we can come up with. Give us just a second here.
Take your time. Get your music in order. Tweak up and not tweak up. You know what I mean. To do the necessary tweaking you require. Why am I using the word tweaking? Buffalo Tool, I have to admit, this would have to be uncontestedly one of the best shows we've put together. And, the 1947 California Cupcake Company are really a delight, really, honestly. And I can't wait until we get them here again, if we possibly can, and if they were gracious enough to do it again. I hope they're enjoying themselves. Really, I do. So, Tool, we have a request now. They're working on it. Is there any other request that probably we can muster?
Well, that is a question for our listeners out there. our Brain Tool Show fans, fanatics, our groupies, our hookers, both dead and alive, that may be in the green room listening through the surround sound system that we do have in our green room. If they have any requests as well, they'll probably stay silent on that issue because they're probably enjoying the free alcohol that is in the green room. Must I say also that I believe I was looking through the messages, and a while back, Mr. Fornicate had a request as well. If he's still listening, if he'd like to go ahead and re-request that one. It was a fairly simple one for these
Do we
talented
have any
gentlemen.
requests from the Twitch
Mr.
streamers?
Fornicate,
Please.
You're listening? What
Come
was
on.
that request you had?
That's okay, don't worry. That was back when they were on the old Beatles kick, but yeah, they're working out something else. And I don't know. I could make another request maybe. But while they're working on this one, maybe a lounge version of Black Hole Sun having to do with butthole bleaching.
We're ready to accept both those challenges. I think we're ready to accept both those challenges right now. Are you ready to do this, Blind? Mr. Pie?
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll start with Black Dog about corkscrews, and then we'll find a way to medley that into a lounge style of Black Hole Sun about butthole bleaching. I am ridiculously excited about this. You ready, man?
All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
Hit the first chord, you can start the
Oh, I started. We're still working this out. All right, we got
hit the
this.
first
We got
chord, you can
this.
start
All right.
the line. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, mama said the way you move that purple thing into me like a big corkscrew.
All right, that was the best we could come up with.
That was Black Dog about corkscrews. And now the next request is a lounge style. I'm not sure how we're gonna work a lounge style Black Hole Sun, but I can definitely make Black Hole Sun be about bleached anuses. I can definitely find a way to make that happen. Between my thighs indisposed, there's a disguise that no one knows. Used to be dank and brown, now it's blonde hair all around. My anus used to be a big dark forest of trees. Now the dingleberries are clear, and that was the best I could do on the spot. There you go. That's Black Hole Sun about anal bleaching.
Hey everybody, what's up? Sorry to interrupt the show, but tell everybody that I told about the wreck that I lost a good friend of mine in, and his wife was in critical condition. Got an update on her. She is in stable condition, but paralyzed from the waist down. And the guy that hit him is looking at 20 years in prison.
Oh, sorry to hear about that, Zane, man. And I just had to jump in there and say, yeah, that was awesome. That was a really good job on both songs. That was really cool. I tip my hat to you guys.
I'm so sorry about that, Sam, man.
And Black Cup or Cupcakes, you did a good job.
That was a good job. That was a good job on those songs. Awesome deal. Buick Skylark got his request, and Fornicate got his. Good deal.
Keep them coming, boys. That's the way I see it. Keep them coming. If you actually think of a song with a quirky topic, by all means, throw it our way. And you can request as many as you'd like. I'll tell you. May I make a request? Is that okay? Would that be breaking the rules? I wonder.
Not at all, man. Feel free. I'd love to know also what Fornicate's Beatles request was, because I kind of love playing me some Beatles. So I'll do whatever you want, whatever Fornicate wants. At some point, I want to send a song out to the chick in the green room that may or may not still be alive as well.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take a break from this mess and do that song in the green room for that chick in the green room that you guys were having a little fun with. So I would like to hear what you guys have in mind. So let's go with that for now, and I'll think of a good request to stump you.
All right, this one goes out to one of my first loves, my purest loves. So, all right, take it away, man.
You know I love you more than any other girl, because
I like to get you in my bed.
You know I love you more than anything in the world, because
I love it when you give me head.
so hold me close, don't let me go. Tell me you'll stay my number one hoe. I know you do it just for drug money, but baby, you're special to me. Saw her standing on the corner late one night. I decided to take her for a ride.
you got in my backseat and you started to undress. You said,
I don't know why the hooker always sounds like Hank Hill.
So hold me close, don't let me go. Tell me you'll stay my number one hoe. I know you do it just for drug money, but baby, you're special to me. Baby, you're special to me.
That was awesome. Really, it was. It was very, very good. Now, back in the green room, we were discussing something that we heard bad news about this lovely lady who simply got paralyzed this evening. And it's sadly, this is not good news, obviously. So our thoughts and prayers go to that family, of course. And, since we have the 1947 California Cupcake Company in our studios, we were wondering if you were to give out a sad song to somebody who just survived death, what would it be? And if you don't mind playing it right away, don't hesitate. Pick a good song. Go for it, folks, and don't hold back, please. That would be the request that I would love to have at this point.
Okay. So a song about somebody that we're sad about that just survived something horrific. We could go with what is actually my favorite song of all time, based on the title. I think it would fit the schema of what we're going for a little bit. It's a little more hardcore. You really don't want to joke here, right?
No, if you want, I mean, if you feel that you want to joke about it, fine. It's up to your discretion, is the way I see it. So if you want to play the original cover, fine. If not, you want to make fun of the situation, by all means, do so. Remember, guys, I mean, we're trying to be entertaining as much as we possibly can, and that's exactly what we aim for. So I leave it to your discretion.
We'll take this one seriously. We may play the other song here soon. It's got us kicked out of a venue or two in its time as well. Actually, the other song made my mom leave a show once. No, this is literally my favorite song of all time, and I think it fits the whole, like, oh God, why did this happen? And say it ain't so. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Somebody's hiding, drowning my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chill. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah. Feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. Bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Confront you, I never could do that which might hurt you. Try and be cool. And I say, this pain is the wildest sight away from me that takes a full of every day. So be cool. Say it ain't so. Things are good, also I hear this bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings like father, stepfather. The sun is drowning in the bay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say it ain't so. Your drug is
That was awesome. That was truly, truly awesome. I can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough, really. You guys have been very, very delightful. And we're not even beginning to have fun just yet. So let's kick off this little insanity a little further. Now we're going to turn this into a little bit of a weird circus. A little beat. Not a little bit, a little beat. Now, check this out. You guys must have originals. So far, we've done a lot of covers, and you guys played an original at first. Is there any original that you guys want to play on here that you guys are so proud of? And I'm sure you are. What would you be playing and why?
I want to hear the song Freebird! Freebird, because I am free running across the United States. Yes, I am. I crossed the border. Woo! Yay!
Shut up, man. They're not going to play Los Tigres for your dumbass. Ah!
Oh, that's what you think. I can't be stopped. I'm here for the show.
If we were going to play an original, actually, we wrote one of the very first songs we ever wrote, we eventually wrote a sequel to. And we can kind of medley those two together if we can. They're about the same girl, but at the beginning, in the first song, I was madly in love with this girl, and then we broke up later, so I wrote a second song about her, and now we kind of generally play them together. If you'd like to hear that, we can definitely cue that up for you.
Oh, absolutely. Now, is this one of those poetic justice kind of thing? Like, here, listen to this. I wrote this poem. Allow me to share this with you. I ran into my ex-girlfriend the other night. So I put the car in reverse and ran into her again. Is it one of those things?
Actually, we have that song almost identically. Should we play Martinsville before we play the other one, Blind Lemon Pie?
Can't remember Martinsville.
Cupcakes got in the car.
Oh, I don't even remember.
You don't remember the? Okay, we wrote a song about that because Blind Lemon Pie has been run over by a girl. I chased him down. I was in my car and he went to talk to her, and she just ran him right over. And amazingly enough, he jumped over her car, kind of grabbed onto what I thought was a luggage rack. It turns out she didn't have a luggage rack. He was just holding onto the roof of her car, and she drove down this windy alley, speeding around corners and trying to throw him off, and it was amazing. And I took off following them, but I didn't want to follow too closely for fear that he would fall off, and I would be the one that actually killed him. And then we wrote a song about it that he forgot. So he may have forgotten because the concussion and the brain damage due to the car accident, that's a whole other thing. But no. This is the song that I wrote about the girl. It was one of the very first songs we wrote. Actually, that song about the hooker was the very first song he and I ever wrote together. We sat down at a piano at my house, and he played this piano part that he had, and I was like, I know the perfect lyrics for that beautiful piano part. Let's talk about a prostitute. But this is probably the second or third song we ever wrote, and then it's followed by a song we wrote in a Chinese restaurant shortly after the girl and I broke up. This first song is called Biggest Fan. I'll let you guess the title of the second song when we get there. Who is this girl, man? She's my biggest fan. I call her that because she's so grand. About as big as a giant sequoia. And if she trips on you, she might destroy ya. But though she's large, that makes her tons of fun. And in my heart, she is the only one. How can I tell this girl I need her, when I don't know if I can afford to feed her? Wanna tell her that I love her a lot, cause there's lots of her that I can love. She is the one for me. In the summer she makes the perfect shade tree. Affects my head like a bathroom scale. It goes round and round when I see her. How can I tell this girl I need her? My eyes go wide when she walks into the room, just so I can fit her in my field of view. I
Want to impale this fine woman on my slab, but I'm afraid I'll be engulfed by a wave of flab. But I swear her size, it doesn't make me blue, 'cause everybody knows that fat chicks need love too. How can I tell this girl I need her, when I don't know if I can afford to feed her? Wanna tell her that I love her a lot, 'cause there's lots of her that I can love. She is the one for me. In the summer she makes the perfect shade tree, affects my head like a bathroom scale, it goes round and round when I see her. How can I tell this girl I need her? Tell this girl I need her, I don't know if I can afford to feed her. I'm gonna tell her that I love her a lot, I can love. She is the one for me. In the summer under that shade tree, my head goes around and round every time I see her. I'm gonna tell that girl I need her. So that's the first song I wrote, and then she broke up with me. So we wrote the following ditty at a Chinese restaurant a few nights later. Yes, here we go. Whales, they have nipples too. Whales, they're just like me and you. So why don't nobody wanna hump the fat chick? Nobody wanna hump the fat chick. Nobody wanna hump the fat chick. Nobody wanna hump the fat chick. Big whale titty now. Whales, they have nipples too. Whales, they're just like me and you. So why don't nobody wanna hump the fat chick? Nobody wanna hump the fat chick. Nobody wanna hump the fat chick. Nobody wanna hump that fat chick. Big whale titty now.
Round of applause. Round of applause. You guys once again have broken barriers with your songwriting. Wouldn't you say so, Rob? Rob, make sure your satellite is aligned with the cosmos, because apparently you missed out on something. Rob the brain? Hello, align your satellite, please.
Oh, jeez. Satellite. God damn that satellite. You know, it's a little windy outside, so the dish keeps wobbling around. That's why I keep losing signal, I'm assuming. Yeah. You know, I went out and screwed it again. Lucky me, I got signal. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So what you're trying to say is that you were out screwing around with your satellite? Uh-oh. I hope that does not interfere with your porn reception.
No, it wasn't interfering. The porn doesn't come through satellite. The porn comes through the internet. Like any other common American and or a citizen of this planet. Usually they get their porn via internet. However, 1947, California Cupcake Company. I mean, really, honestly, you guys have graced us. This is amazing. I'm amazed. You know, we and the fun hasn't been done. I believe there's a lovely lady in the audience here, and her name is Amber, and she has a very good sense of humor, and that girl loves music. So, hey Amber, is there any particular song that you can listen to or you want to listen to? And let's change the lyrics this time around. Let's say something. Pick a topic. Pick a song and pick a topic. Two different things.
Blue and black Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and I guess he could have beat his penis that way. I don't know.
Okay. Cupcake Company, are you up for that challenge?
Can you repeat the topic?
It's a song called Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd. But I want you to change the lyrics so he beat his penis that way, from blue to black. Sorry.
Did you say repeat or repeat?
We are up for the challenge.
This is going to be epic. All right. See, fornicate. No, but you really wanted to request a Beatles song, and the Cupcake Company. Come on, let's face it, they're Beatles fanatics. So if there's any particular song really that you wanted to do it on the first time around, and you didn't get the chance to do it, this is the time to do it. Please don't hesitate. Don't hold back. These guys are here and they're here and they're serious about it. So go for it, man.
Okay, how about, and this is on the back burner, but how about Rocky Raccoon in the tone of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocky Raccoon. Okay.
And Cupcakes, are you up for that challenge?
Oh, absolutely. We were just working out with Kenny Wayne Shepherd real quick. But yeah, we will do both somehow. I think. Are you ready for some Kenny Wayne Shepherd?
Let's do this.
Blind lemon pie.
All say delicious.
Senior pie. All right. All right. To watch porn with my dick in my hand. Black and blue, that's how I beat it. Black and blue till it comes up white. Black and blue, that's how I beat my dick to porn every single night. That was our Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Give us just a minute and we'll have Rocky Raccoon about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rob, Tool, where the fuck do you find these guys at? Too funny.
Well, Amber, fortunately, we found them in the streets of Fort Wayne, Indiana, just wandering around like a couple of lost musicians. One of them had a guitar strapped, across his back, and the other was just kind of walking in front of him. They were going door to door doing singing telegrams for folks, notifying people of good news, bad news, to the tune of whatever song they decided to belt out. So I was driving through Fort Wayne, and I said, "Hey, guys, you seem pretty talented." They said, "Yeah, we are." And I said, "Well, how would you guys like to do a little spot on a show that I do with my host, Rob the Brain, on late night CB radio drama free at midnight? You guys can come on the show and be in our studios and, kind of just let's just play it by ear. And they said, heck yeah, man, that would be great. We would love that. It would give us fame and stardom and notoriety all across the internet via CB Radio Drama Free on Zello, Twitch, YouTube, you name it. And I said, sure, we can do that. Just come into our studios and work a little magic.
Oh, by golly, that's awesome. It's nice to meet you, buddy. Yeah. Excellent job.
And if Blind Lemon Pie kind of maybe sounds like me, in a roundabout way, there may be a relation there. I'm not sure, but, I don't know. We're just out here having a good time. What do you think, Amber?
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. You lied to me there, Buffalo Tool. You lied to me. Yes, you did. Because when you walked in with those guys into the studio, you said to me that you found them in the Home Depot parking lot looking for work. And now you're telling Amber a whole different story. Which one is it? Because, when you told me that you found them in the Home Depot parking lot, I was ecstatic. I was like, hey, finally, somebody from Home Depot parking lot. And then you let me down by telling her the other story. I mean, which is it, man? I'm a little lost.
Well, Rob, let me really tell you the truth. I happened to come across them. It was a little venue in Fort Wayne. Shoot, I can't even remember the name of the place. It was one of those vegetarian venues where I went up. I was kind of hungry, and I went to the counter, and I was like, "Hey, you got anything to eat?" And they said, "Yeah, we've got these pies right here." And I said, "Ooh, these pies, they look delicious. Is that lemon meringue?" And they said, "No, that's like broccoli and celery pie." I said, "Ooh, are you kidding me? That is crazy. Whoever made a pie out of that?" They said, "Well, we do here." And I said, "Well, don't you have anything else to eat?" They said, "No, we're strictly vegetarian, so we serve this kind of pie." It looked delicious, so I bought a slice, and I tasted it. Like, ooh. And that venue, if the Cupcake Company can remember, it was over there on Anthony, close to the Coliseum. Can't remember the name of it, but I was like, no. I'm sorry, but no, I'm going to have to pass on this pie. I took the plate back to the counter, and I gave it to the lady there, and I said, "I'm sorry, I can't eat this. I thought it was going to taste like lemon meringue, and it tastes like celery and broccoli." Ugh.
Wait a minute. What? There is no Home Depot parking lot story? I feel betrayed.
Don't forget, he made up the other story where he told Amber. That was 2 lies right there.
Buffalo too. You've been lying to people. Oh, shame.
No. All of my stories are correct, and they are truthful. I've got the documents right here in my hands. Police reports, FBI reports, CIA reports, it's all right here in my fingers as we're making time for the Cupcakes to come up with their next song. I've got the documents to prove it.
And I'll believe that when I turn straight.
What do you mean? You're not straight? You're crooked?
Do you lean a little bit to the left?
Or is it to the right? No, I think she means curvaceous.
Better be turning straight, Amber, because Buffalo Tool is 100% truthful. Yes. It's not a lie. I have the documents as well to prove it.
But he is lying how he met the Cupcakes. Yeah, he's lying. He lied to Amber and he lied to Buffalo. Rob the Brain. He's lying.
Fuck it. Either way, I'm not going to be straight, so it don't matter.
Okay. Cupcakes, can we get a status on your next request there by Fornicate about the raccoon? Are you working on that? Are you ready? Do we need more banter?
We've been ready with Rocket Raccoon for about the last 5 minutes. I keep trying to interject, but this shit's hilarious, so I've been letting it go.
All right. So without further ado, Mr. Fornicate, hopefully you are still listening. And here comes your request about the raccoon and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rocket Raccoon checked into his room, only to find a small tree there. The tree was named Groot, had big leaves and roots to shoot at the legs of his rival.
Once again, they come in with flying colors. My word. You guys manage to pull it off every time, all the time. And really, you know, you are really amazing musicians. Really amazing musicians. And having said that, we really need to get you a little more often on the show if you possibly can. And I hope you're enjoying yourself as much as we're enjoying your company. So, having said that, you know, let's get serious for just one quick moment. Where did he find you? Was it really at the Home Depot parking lot? Please say yes.
Yes.
Ah, thank you. Whew, that was a big weight lifted off my back. Whew, wow. Jeez, thank God. Thank heaven. All right. Moving on. So, you guys apparently have always had a career of writing funny songs, and very creative, very, very creative. And, you know, what would you consider the best, funniest song you have put together amongst yourselves?
And while we give them time to think, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all Twitch and YouTube listeners to CB Radio Drama Free's episode of the Brain Tool Show here exclusively on the Zello Radio Network.
That's too funny. Awesome.
Right, and if you want to be a part of the show, it's really easy, guys. All you have to do is, seriously, download the Zello app, go into a channel search, and type in CB Radio Drama Free. And once you're in there, this is how you get to us. This is our channel. You know, it's 24 hours open channel to anyone and everyone. And having said that, not only you can come in and visit the Brain Tool Show and be a part of the show, but also you can come in and make new friends. And believe it or not, as you could tell here, the crew here loves to meet people constantly, and we really, really welcome people. They're a very, very good bunch of people with very good sense of humor and very supportive personalities. And so, you know, you're going to make new friends, and you're going to have friends that will last you a lifetime. So, having said that, I wonder if you know, the Cupcakes are ready. The 1947 California Cupcake Company. That's the name of their group, guys. And, you know, like we said, you know, you can go on Facebook, and it's you can find them there. It's the 1947 California Cupcake Company. That's if you want to get in touch or a hold of them. And they do also have videos on YouTube as well as others. So, look them up and look at who they are and what they are. And you won't be surprised to know that they're a very, very good bunch, and they have a very good sense of humor. As you can hear, they've been playing good music all night long. They kept us busy, and I'm sure they'll keep you happy throughout your days. So, hey there, Cupcakes. Your very favorite, funniest, weirdest song you've ever wrote. Take it away.
Personally, I think two of my absolute favorites are the ones we've already played. That we opened with Juicy Juice, which is a crowd pleaser and one of my all-time favorites. A lot of people seem to love bacon-flavored gumballs, which we also really enjoy. If I had to choose maybe my personal, it's very weird, and it's one of my favorites. It'd be one off of our second album called Multiply, which we'll play for you right now. So, are you ready, Blind Lemon Pie?
I'm ready. I was gonna say
all right.
Internet Love Song 2 or whatever that was later.
The Internet Love Song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird song. That almost got us booted off a stage once. They were throwing coins at us at a bar. It was bad. We're not going to play that one tonight, man.
We're kind of safe though, because they can't reach us with their coins. If they throw them, it would just be aimlessly. But
all right, let's do Multiply. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. When it comes to mathematics, it's a well-known fact. I can barely add, divide, or subtract. But there is one thing that I will always try. I'm at my best when we multiply. So come on, baby, let's you and me be fruitful. You know it's such a thrill to do God's will and be fruitful. Anytime or any place, for the good of the human race, we can be fruitful. We can be fruitful. All my other teachers tell me that I'm not too bright, but I'm at my best when we turn down the lights. Just in case you think we'll do it wrong, I got a multiplication table we can do it on. So come on, baby, let's you and me be fruitful. You know it's such a thrill to do God's will and be fruitful. Anytime or any place, you can come over and sit on my face, and we can be fruitful. We can be fruitful. Skibbity bop bobbity bom ba doo bow wow. A shibbity hee bow ray. A shoobadoo ba hee ba doo ba lee how. I just came up with all of that shit off of the top of my head. So come on, baby, let's you and me be fruitful. You know it's such a thrill to do God's will and be fruitful. Anytime or any place, for the good of the human race. No, I said anytime or any place. You can come over and sit on my face. We can be fruitful. We can be fruitful.
Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. And you know what? We've come to the end of the show, but see, here's the thing, though. You mentioned that there's a song that was so bad, people throw things at you. Your mom walked away from the show. All right, but let's not play that just yet. You guys are gonna take us out. But before we leave, if it's okay, please play that song to take us out finally, because I don't think you will have any repercussions. You'll be the last transmission on the show. So Having said that, that's your protection. But before that, we have to do the credits. Buffalo Tool, care to remind us of what's happening the next weekend?
Yes, Rob, I will like to remind you this coming Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, ROC, CB Radio Drama Free, is going to do its second annual Ask Giving. That is correct, Ask Giving, where we invite anybody that's on the channel to poster a picture of their ass. That is correct, a picture of their ass, as long as it is tasteful picture of their ass. And we will have a panel of judges, and we will crown a winner for Ask Giving, the person with the best ass, both male and female Ask Giving. Now, the only thing that we do suggest, now it's not mandatory yet, okay, but we do suggest that you do have a blood alcohol content of less than 0.06 when posting these pictures, because anything above that will be above the legal alcohol limit for driving, and that can cause some sort of chaos
email
in the
your
channel,
pictures by
and you never know what kind of picture you're going to get and what's going to
Please
be
email your pictures.
inserted or uninserted from said
It can
picture.
be clothed or
So,
unclothed.
yes, this coming Friday is going to be Ask Giving here on CB Radio Drama Free. All are welcome and invited to participate. Our reigning champion is, of course, Rob the Brain, who seems to have this miraculously fine ass. But will he be dethroned? Will there be another winner this year that will wear the crown of Ask Giving champion, or will it be a repeat by Rob the Brain? I myself say I'm going to take the crown this year. I have a little ace up my sleeve, if you may say so. So, with that being said, Rob, would you like to go ahead with the credits, our supporters, our, and listeners and higher ups and sponsors, so on and so forth? Take it away, Rob.
Thank you, Buffalo Tool. First of all, we would like to thank our crew. Of course, our production team has been very, very supportive of our show. And so with that, we say thank you to our executive producer, Computer Chick, and of course, the security by, Rattlesnake and LBT. Thank you so much for having us to do the show. Of course, we would like to thank our special guests, the 1947 California Cupcake Company. And as you can tell, you can always visit them on Facebook. And don't forget, it's don't forget the part, the 1947 California Cupcake Company. And you can always tune in and listen into them and, of course, catch up with their news and whatever they do. That's their thing. However, we would like to thank our viewers and our participants. And, of course, if you are on Twitch and or YouTube, we would like to thank you for tuning in for us. There would be no show without you. So, having said that, we thank you again. From our production team to you, we say thank you. Having said that, you know what? We're going to have to ask them to take us out. So thank you very much for tuning in again this year, this week, this weekend, this episode. And God bless, and we'll see you next week. Good night. All right, boys, take it away.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just want to say good show, and California Cupcakes did a good job.
Thank you, Tilly. So, 1947 California Cupcake Company, would you like to go ahead and finish out our show with the ultimate song that Rob has requested?
Absolutely. Here we go. This one got us kicked out of a room full of veterans. And my mom also left because my grandmother was diabetic and suffered from the affliction we're about to sing about. Let's have a little fun. AMP-UT, AMP-UT, yeah. Just a head and a body, no arms or legs, and AMP-UT, yeah. I try to take her to the movies, my girlfriend gets in for free,
because she's only 3'3". They say my baby doesn't need her own seat, cause she's an amputee. Amputee, yeah, just a head and a body, no arms, legs, and amputee, yeah. I tried to tie her to my bed, I had to put the rope around her neck. Now my girlfriend, she is dead. It seems she hung herself during sex. She was an amputee. Amputee, yeah, just a head and a body, no arms, legs, and amputee, yeah. To the city morgue, my heart is feeling pretty worn, but don't you know, when I get bored, I'll just head over to the hospital ward and get another amputee. Amputee, yeah, just a head and a body, no arms, legs, and amputee, yeah.
Even though we see them drinking poison when they hear us say it, this has been an ROC production.